Hello, I'm Tim Billen, freshman at Adrian College, Michigan. Today I'll be talking to you about alcohol. My goal is to inform the audience that drinking in college can negatively affect your future. Jumping right into it, one is more likely to become a victim of sexual assault under the influence of alcohol because they don't know what is going on around them. Since college is where young adults first experience true freedom, many experiment with alcohol, which can in fact lead them down a dark path as well as disappointing their parents. Hopping right into the thesis statement, while partying and drinking in college on the weekends is the norm, the consumption of alcohol can lead to a change of priorities, become a coping mechanism, and even lead to sexual assault. My statement of relevance here is most of the students in this very college are drinking and not worrying about how this could lead them into an addiction and change them for the worse. I will now enlighten the class on how alcohol can negatively impact their college experience. First point, alcohol can lead to a change of priorities in college, which can lead to dropping out. Some teams here have a no alcohol policy or a dry season. If a athlete gets too wrapped up in Greek life or partying, it's possible their priorities will change for the worse. Example, first-hand experience. I had a teammate on my team that cared more about fraternity and Greek life and partying activities than running and getting in shape. This led to him no longer being a part of the team. He quit just a few months into freshman year. Can you imagine throwing away all that running and all that exercise and all that teamwork? How could you, man? Academics. When students start to go from just a casual drink on the weekend to day drinking or binge drinking, they may even then value alcohol over their studies. An estimated one in every college students admit to having poor grades or other academic problems because of their drinking behavior. Galbusek said that quote. That's a woman's last name. Quoted, Galbusek. According to her, eventually with low enough grades, students drop out of school, and their main reason is alcohol. Hopping right into that second point for y'all. Alcohol is very common at parties, but when it is no longer used for recreation, but as a coping mechanism, the real problems start. Drinking as a coping mechanism can be very dangerous and addicting, and there are much safer substitutes. According to Sandstone Care, a rehab facility, a coping mechanism is something that helps a person deal with something that is difficult for them. Cited by Sandstone Care. College students deal with a lot of stress, and some use alcohol to wash away the pain. Come on, y'all, we can do better. As a college student myself, I use running to escape reality and feel free. Quick story for y'all. In high school, I was heartbroken. I went to my local track. I ran 30 laps around that thing at night in the dark. That's a little over 7 miles on the track, which in some cases is unheard of by the common man and woman. And I felt great. I got the runner's high, a natural high. Chemicals released inside of me, making me feel good for running, feeling free from the world. That's how we need to escape. That's how we need to have coping mechanisms, ladies and gentlemen. According to our site, Sandstone Care, in the United States, 14.4 million adults, or 9% of the population, have alcohol use disorder. Sandstone Care. That means they're addicted. They're addicted to alcohol. They need to go to AA. Come on, get some help, you guys. As Michael Jordan said in that commercial, get some help. Alcohol does, in fact, slow down the nervous system and create feelings of relaxation. Sandstone Care. That being said, this proves that it can be used as a coping mechanism to allow people to feel better. So yes, alcohol can be a coping mechanism. Is it the best coping mechanism? Absolutely not. There's better, guys. Run. Call your mom. Watch a movie. Call a loved one. Relax. As a freshman in college, we need to find different ways to take the pain away. We shouldn't use alcohol to make us feel better. When feeling stressed, turn on a favorite movie, go for a run, call the parents. But don't use alcohol to make you feel better, because in the long run, it will make your body and mind and future worse. Final point here, guys, final point. One who consumes alcohol is more likely to become a victim of sexual assault. Alcohol is very dangerous because it puts people into a sleepy state in which they are less aware of what's going on around them. According to Zawacki, approximately half of sexual assaults involve alcohol consumption by the perpetrator, the victim, or both. Quote, Zawacki. This shows how much of a factor alcohol is in sexual assaults. So really what it is, people go to parties, they're drinking, they don't know what's going on. Sometimes they do, but, I've read in this website that alcohol makes men more aggressive and crave sex. So really, throw alcohol to the side, give me a Coca-Cola, okay? We don't need none of that negativity, sexual assault. We don't want any of those terrible things occurring on our college campuses across America. Also, sexual assaults, this is a quote here, another one by Zawacki. Sexual assaults in which the woman is drinking may be easier to prevent because of the possibility of behavioral change. Zawacki, this shows that alcohol affects the decision-making in women. They may feel like they want something that without the aid of alcohol, they normally wouldn't. So alcohol, changes our minds. It gets us a little loopy, a little tipsy, a little crazy. So for women, they may think they want sex, but in reality, when they're sober, they don't. And it can lead to assault, unwanted sexual activity, which leads to regret, which will negatively impact their lifestyle and their life. Conclusion, one last word from Tim Billen yourself here, myself. Alcohol is romanticized on TV as glorious in multiple party, movies, and shows, but reality shows the true dangers and how it can lead to a change of priorities, become a coping mechanism, and even lead to sexual assault.